Thank you for knowing what to do and all that good stuff. We'll get started here in just a second, you guys. We've got some people will be logging on, I'm sure. Good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to everybody. I've had an eventful day. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. I hope you had an eventful day. It looks like a lot of people with family today and friends, and which is great. So Sunday is the day that people kind of get to do those things. Hopefully it's not a day that you're just getting caught up all week and you're doing all your chores and all that stuff. Hopefully it's a time that you get to spend time with you and your friends and your family doing all that. What's up, everybody? Okay, cool. All right, well, tonight, you guys, we're going to talk, I got a couple topics I want to talk about tonight. And then I'm going to ask you guys all a question to see how many people would be interested in participating. Everybody like the hair? So today, for those people that follow me on Facebook, which is all of you guys, hey Julie, Lindsay, Tracy, today was a day that I got to be part of a commercial. I got to be the spokesperson for a company, and it's crazy in my life, things just are manifesting and things are just happening and things just keep happening over and over and over again. And everything that's happening is stuff that's in my wheelhouse, in my gift zone, right? So whether it be, getting clients to coach and activate, or companies even, or in this case, a commercial where I'm a spokesperson, all of that is just happening. So only things that the universe feels I'm best suited for are the things that are popping into my life. So, and I am all open to the idea. And this was a fun day today. So that's why my hair is orange, because the color of this company is this color orange. So I'm not going to keep it though. I'm going to probably tomorrow morning, get rid of it. Anyway, so welcome guys. Don't want to take too much of your time, but let's get started with some food for thought. Before we get started, I want to set the room and the energy for all of you. So let's take just a second to honor the time that you're spending here with me, the time that you're spending away from all the chaos of the world, and just really kind of spending some time with yourself. So me, you, and yourself. Maybe you have your journal. Maybe you've got something to write with. Anything like that. Let's honor that time, and because you deserve it. So I want to honor you for taking time out and doing that as well. So let's jump right into. I had a couple topics I want to talk about. Some of you may or may not know, but for whatever reason, I'm not like a violent person at all. Like, I don't like violence, but UFC fights, for some reason, I'm drawn to. I enjoy watching UFC, more so not because I like seeing people pound each other and hurt themselves, but I can appreciate the discipline and the energy and the focus that it takes for somebody that is in that space, what they go through. I have a lot of friends that are fighters, and a lot of them that, I know what their training regimen is. I know, how they prepare, and I just know the different skills they have to learn, whether it be jiu-jitsu, kung fu, karate, judo, wrestling, all these Muay Thai, all these different disciplines they have to learn. And our life is kind of like that. We have to learn different disciplines and different modalities in order to make it through this crazy thing called life, right? So one of the things that was really interesting, there was the female fight of the night, and the lady that ended up winning, in fact, there were 3 title fights, and all 3 of the current belt holders, all 3 of them, they all lost. So we had 3 brand new champions, which is kind of an interesting thing. But the female fight that was there, this lady Rosie, who ended up winning, it was crazy how emotional I got when she was giving her victory speech, or because she was talking about that she was saying that she's no one special, and that she just wanted to, for the city of New York, because of everything they'd gone through this past week, she just wanted to bring some joy, bring some cheer, and she was just there attempting to make. What's so funny?
That was Is that where she's from, New York?
No, but they were fighting in New York.
Oh, they were. Was it Madison Square?
My wife is laughing at me.
No,
anyway.
because the marathon, New York
No.
Marathon was
No,
today too.
I know.
So that was beautiful.
Okay, I know. She was laughing at me. Anyway.
I'm not laughing.
The fight was in New York City, and because of the stuff that happened in New York this past week, for those people that are on the news know that something happened this past week that was very uncomfortable and very bad. She was just there saying that she was just wanted to help people forget about everything and just get lost in what she was doing, and she was crying. It was very emotional. So anyway, but I loved what she said there. She was just like, she's saying that she's no way special, which she is. She was, she just was very, very grateful to be able to do what she did, and was very happy that she was able to get people lost in, her feeling and her emotion for that short period of time as she became champion. So just want to share that with you guys because it melted me, and when you think of a fight and then you hear somebody that is just so she was so evolved and so spiritual and so connected. And she just said the perfect things, and everybody, it was just an emotional victory speech. So if anybody saw that, great. But I wanted to kind of lead that into my topic tonight, which is challenging yourself. One of the chapters in my book, and I know a lot of you have purchased my book and are reading the book. Some of you just blew right through it, and I hope that you're applying the things that are in the book, because there are certain things you have to do. But one of the chapters that was a chapter that I wanted to put in was a chapter on challenging yourself. And for those people that know, I ran a stupid marathon. They are dumb. If you read my book, you'll understand why I can say that and why I say that. But the idea of challenging and stretching yourself. So I want to spend some time talking about that. A lot of people right now, and it might even be you, where we're so locked into what we do on a daily basis. So we wake up, we feed the kids, we get the kids ready for school if we have kids. We take them to school, we go to the gym, we start our day, we do our work, we wait for the time to pick up our kids, we go get our kids, we pick them up, we take them to something, whatever that something is, a friend's house, or if they've got something after school they're doing. And then we make dinner, and then we sit down, maybe all of us as a family, and then after that, they're doing their thing, you're doing your thing, you're attempting to get caught up, and then you do that over and over and over and over and over again. And that over a period of time, then all of a sudden, the excitement of life, the feeling of accomplishment, sometimes that's not there. And so I wrote this chapter in my book because I wanted to talk about the idea of challenging yourself, and literally finding a challenge, finding something. And it's something maybe that you've never done before. For me, in my case, it was running a marathon. I think running is dumb. I think it's stupid. It's funny, I was watching the marathon this morning. The New York Marathon was on this morning, and it just brought back all these memories and all these tapes of me training. And I make a comment, I actually do a keynote on the parallels of a marathon in our lives. And in the keynote, I talk about people that run. If you look at them, they're never smiling. They're always in this, their teeth, they're gritting on, their teeth might be open, but they never look like they're having a good time. And so if you find anybody that's ever running, it's unless they're in a group and maybe it's a charitable run or something like that, and they're having fun, yes. But for most people that are serious about running, it's like they never are, happy, right? So, and I was watching the New York Marathon, and everybody was serious. You have the runners at the front, they're all serious, and these are the best runners in the world, which is great. And they're all going for their time. But the thing I want to instill in you is the idea of a challenge in doing something that you've never done before, or doing something where you're being stretched, doing something that allows you an opportunity to break out of the mundane things that are going on in your life right now, to break out of the normal things that are happening around you on a day-to-day basis, and stretch yourself, push yourself, get yourself to do something different. Right now, I've been off and on learning Spanish for the last year and a half, 2 years. It's like I always go, okay, I'm going to learn Spanish, I'm going to learn Spanish. Like right now, I have my plan that every day I'm taking 20 minutes out of my day, and I'm going to learn another language, and I'm going to become fluent in that language. So I'm stretching myself I'm going to be stretching myself with everything I got going on to take time out to put my headphones in and do, learn Spanish because it's something new and I want to fuel my mind with something different than what I normally do during the course of the day. So I want you to challenge yourself. What is it for you? What is it for you that you could do that maybe a little bit different than what you normally do, right? So I know, like, for some people go, well, I'm going to challenge myself to lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds or 20 pounds or, how many times have you done that already, right? How many times have you done it? It's not it's not a bad thing, but how many times have you already done that? And you probably can do it again. So do something different. Do something different. Maybe learn a new language or, get up a half hour earlier and do something different, like meditate. We've talked about it, and I'm going to talk about it again a little bit later before we go, but do something different that you not normally do, right? Get something different thrown into your energy so that you can feel a sense of, what's the best word? You can feel a sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment when you're doing this, a sense of, a kudos that, oh my gosh, and a new conversation for people. Like a new conversation would be, oh my gosh, I'm learning Spanish. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go to, Punta Cana in a month or two, or I'm going to go to Mexico next year. Or I'm going to go to Japan and I'm going to learn Japanese, or whatever that is, something different that gets your brain and your heart. It's your brain and your heart to move together, to give you something to look for, and then you got to discipline yourself to do it. One of the things I wrote about in my book is I found a mentor, and I literally, whatever that mentor said, whatever was on my sheet of paper that said, Tony, do this on this day, do this on this day, do this on this day, I did it. And every day that I did it, I kind of went, oh gosh, I don't want to do it, but I did it anyway. And as I got further along in the process, I started seeing the benefit of that. I started seeing the fruits of my labor because of the things I was doing along the way, and I started to feel really good, and I started sharing it with people, and then people started getting inspired. Well, I want to do one. Well, I want to do one. Well, I want to learn Spanish. I want to learn how to play a musical instrument. And then you inspire people through your challenge, through the challenge that you're on, because you're starting to feel good. And that's how you change your vibration all around you, is when you break out of the norm and you do something different, and you stretch yourself and you find something to do, right? You don't have to do something too crazy unless you want to, but say, you know what? There's something I've been putting off for a long, long time. Whatever that is. You've been putting this off, putting this off, putting this off. Maybe what your thing is to read a book a month. I have a lot of people, friends of mine, that they read a book a month. So maybe that's what your thing is hey, I'm going to read a book a month for 6 months. I'm going to read a book a month for 12 months. That's awesome, because what will happen if you do that, you're going to start to become knowledgeable. You start to feel empowered. And next thing you know, you're sharing things about the books that you're reading. And next thing you know, you're feeling more energized and more like a superhero. And now next thing you know, you're feeling like you're unstoppable. And the next thing you know, guys, that's what a challenge does for you. Do you know how badass I felt when I ran that marathon and I finished it and I didn't die? You know how awesome I felt? That's what I want for you guys. That's what I want for you. I want you that feeling of like accomplishment and all that energy that goes along with it. I want you to have that. I want you to experience that. And maybe it's a little challenge that you need to do. It doesn't have to be a long one. The challenge I did when I ran a marathon, that was less than 90 days. That was less than 90 days to train, prepare, and then go run one. I did another challenge where I learned jujitsu. I didn't even know what jujitsu was, but there was a bunch of us that got together and said, you know what? We're going to do a 90-day challenge. We're going to all learn jiu-jitsu, whatever that is, and then we're going to enter a world jiu-jitsu tournament in San Jose, California. Well, I didn't live in San Jose, California. But we all learned something. 30 people from all over the country were learning on our own, and then we all flew to San Jose, California, and we all competed in a jiu-jitsu tournament, which I won a silver medal. Guys, that whole process, it broke me out of the monotony of my life, and I was training every single day, and I was doing something every day, and I was watching videos every day, and I was learning something new every day, and I was fueling my body every day and fueling my mind and my spirit with something new and fresh. Maybe that's all you need to do. Maybe that's all. If you've been in a rut and you're just kind of playing life, it's like, oh my gosh, this keeps happening, and back and forth. Maybe all you need to do is just come up with a challenge, something that's fun, right? Don't choose something that's life-threatening, that you have a chance to die or anything like that. But choose something that's fun, that makes sense, that will allow you an opportunity to grow. Challenges allow you an opportunity to grow. Every challenge I've ever done has allowed me an opportunity to grow. And it's allowed me an opportunity to share that growth with people along the way and inspire people along the way. And in that inspiration, you get this whole feeling of what I call activation. When you're inspiring people, when you're inspiring, you're actually activating things around you. You're activating yourself. You're activating that inner power, that inner source, that inner light. It's becoming activated the more that you do it. But you got to do it. Everything I have in this book, everything I put in my book, everything that I put in this book, you have to do it. You can read it and go, oh my God, that was great. That was a great chapter. Oh, that was awesome. Great. But until you do it, nothing changes. Until you activate, nothing changes. And challenges, the challenge of doing something and the process of while you're doing it to complete it, there is magic in that. There is beauty in that. And yes, it's painful. And yes, it's easy to quit in some of these things. And yes, it's easy to say no. And yes, it's easy to go, oh, I don't know if I should do this. And yes, it's easy, oh, I'll put it off for next time. It's easy to do that. But what I love about challenging yourself is when you stick to it, there's a feeling of accomplishment. There's a feeling of that no one can take anything away from you. No one can take away what I did in 89 days as I prepared for my marathon. No one can take that away from me. And it's a story I'll get to share with everybody. When somebody says, oh my gosh, would you ever do a marathon? I say, I get to share my story and I get to offer guidance and support. And that's the best place to be, is when you can teach, when you can help, and when you can serve. And I want that for all of you. I want all of you to challenge yourself. What is that challenge? Don't wait till the first of the year. Don't wait till, oh, when I do my New Year's resolution next year, 2018, booyah, this is what I'm doing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because 2018, that's a long, long ways away. That's 2 months, right? And then you get something will happen from there. You'll have this happen, or a family member happens here. And don't wait. What are you going to do starting tonight? What are you going to do starting tomorrow? What are you going to do? What are you going to implement immediately, right now, to go out there and challenge yourself? Challenge yourself. I'd be very curious to see if you guys, I don't know if are able to, I don't know, is maybe what is the challenge that you're thinking about? What is the thing that you want to do? What is that one thing that you've been putting off? What is that one thing that, man, you were waiting for the moons to line up, the stars to be perfect, perfect temperature, perfect barometric pressure, perfect, everything. What is that? I'm going to tell you something. It's never going to be perfect. So what do you want to do? What's been burning inside you? What is that thing that you said, you know what? I'm not going to put it off anymore. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it sooner than later. I'm going to get it done. What is that for you? You guys, I'd be curious to see what that is. And if you need any help, if you need any support, if you need anything, you have a bunch of people that can help you along the way. Seek out a mentor to help you with that process. I made the comment that I was going to start looking for looking for somebody to speak Spanish with. So I posted on my Facebook page, and I got a whole bunch of people saying, you know, me, that type of thing. So I went out there seeking people that could assist me. And in doing so, I got a couple of people I haven't seen or talked to in years reached out and said, hey, Tony, tell me what you want to do. I just want to have somebody that, as I'm learning Spanish with, I can communicate, I can converse with. Right? I can, you know, have a conversation with, so I can learn and hear it and be able to understand it so I can speak it. That's what I want. I just want to have a buddy or buddies that I can talk to, because as you guys know, you need to practice. Like when I was running, I needed to practice. When I was doing jiu-jitsu, I needed to practice every day. Otherwise you lose it, right? I was learning how to fly an airplane. I got 15 hours in an airplane, and crazy. Sometimes the weather was bad. Sometimes the plane wouldn't start. And, you know, a week goes by when you're learning how to fly a plane. You get in that plane a week later, you look at the dials, you go, oh my gosh, like, what is that thing? What's that time? It's amazing how quickly, because you know how our brains work and stuff, sometimes we forget stuff. So what is your challenge? What are you going to do? I encourage you to find somebody or seek somebody out to help you with that challenge, not from an accountability standpoint, which is cool, but find somebody that would be excited because they know and are willing to share with you. right, to help you do that. Whatever that is, if it's playing an instrument, if it's, doing this, or it's doing that, if it's reading books, whatever, find maybe a partner or somebody you can do it with so that, you have somebody to hold you accountable, okay? So what else? My final thing I want to talk to you guys about is a lot of people have asked me about meditation. In fact, I just had somebody come over yesterday and they were asking me about meditation. And so I'm going to spend a few moments talking about it because I believe it's very, 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 very important. And for you all, my gosh, what if that's your challenge? What if that is actually the challenge? And it's to learn meditation, to understand meditation, to start down the path of meditation. You guys, let me tell you what meditation will allow you to do. It will allow you to free yourself from the stuff that's happening around you. It will allow you to free yourself from anything external and go inside and deal with anything that's internal. It will allow you to get quiet in a world that is very, very loud, that is very, very obnoxious, that is very, very chaotic, that is very, very unforgiving. It will allow you to check in with the most important thing in the world on this planet, which is you. So meditation is an opportunity for you to truly come to appreciate you and truly spend time with you, alone with you. And if there's anything that needs to be addressed, I can assure you, you will find the answer, you will find the way, and you'll discover it, whatever needs is, in meditation. So when people ask me all the time, well, tell me about meditation. In my book, I talk about it a little bit, and the premise is a lot of people do meditation, or they think they do, which is what I used to do. They meditate looking for an answer. They go into meditation going, okay, I'm going to focus on an answer, and hopefully in meditation I can find it, right? And it's quite the opposite. Meditation is the mastery of silence. It's mastering silence. It's mastering the ability to go within and be at peace and be quiet. Those still moments. Silence is golden. We've all heard that, right? This is your opportunity to discover the gold, the treasure that's within you. But you have to get quiet. So I am thinking about doing a training on maybe one of these calls, maybe separately, on how I meditate and how I was shown the second time I went to Peru a way of meditation. And it's truly a way of mastery of meditation, a mastery to meditation, right? So it's never going to be perfect. Life is never perfect. It's just the way that it is. So it's all about the process and about the steps needed to master meditation, right? Whether it happens or not, it doesn't matter. It's the practice of, and in that practice, you become better. In that practice, you become more aware, more awake, more enlightened. In that practice, you become more in tune with yourself and in tune with everything around you that's important. And that's what we want, right? So if I decide to do that, give me some thumbs up if you guys are interested in something like that, because I would love to share it with you. The challenge for you is to be able to apply it on a daily basis, to take a minimum of 18 minutes, because that's what it's going to end up being, 18 minutes out of your crazy, chaotic lives and spend time with the most important life on this planet, which is yours. That's what you're going to have to understand if you decide to do this. If this is your challenge, that, hey, I'm going to meditate every day for 30 days or 6 months or 90 days, whatever, then you have to commit to it. You have to be all in, and you have to make sure that you do it, right? So what is your challenge? If you're interested in the meditation, let me know. And then I will maybe put something together, a special Facebook Live, or maybe we'll do a Zoom or something like that, where we can really, really talk, ask questions and things like that. Also, probably next week, for those that are interested, we might be doing a Zoom for this so we can get some cute questions and answers. So if you got questions about anything with life, anything about the book, anything spiritual, anything's been on your mind, anything that you're holding on to, anything like that, next week we'll probably end up doing a Zoom where everybody can log on so we can see each other, we can ask questions, and have a lot of fun. So my ask of you is, are you going to challenge yourself? Are you willing to challenge yourself And if you do, what is that challenge? And will you stick by it? Give yourself a time period, whatever that is. And every day, are you going to prepare yourself, focus, be disciplined, and honor that decision and actually see it to fruition? I hope that you do, you guys. I hope you have an amazing, amazing week. I know that you will if you so choose. I know this could be the week of all weeks, the moment of all moments for you if you so choose. So appreciate all of you. Thanks for stopping by tonight. I wanted to give you guys some love, give you some food for thought. I'm curious to see what your challenge is. For those people that are watching this, please post in here what your challenge is. I'd love to see it. And if there's anything I can do to help support you in that challenge, I want to do that. Or if I can direct you to somebody that can support you in that challenge, I want to do that as well. I want to serve, serve, serve. For those people who have not bought my book yet, you got to buy my book. It's Christmas time, How to Give Birth to a Condor. There's a lot of stuff in this book. It reads really, really quick. But if you take your time with it and you apply the things, they are life-changing things that you're going to be able to apply and have the life that you're looking for, right? And a life that's activated, not just motivated, right? Activated. So love you guys. Have a great night. Hugs and kisses to everyone. And be grateful. See the beauty in everything. And love a little bit more. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.